Dear Cam, it's been a while, but not a day has gone by where I haven't thought of you. You don't know me well, but I hope someday that will change. Welcome back to Breeze Podcast. We are finally on to the Valentines special.
As Cam said, welcome back to Breeze Podcast today. This is the Valentine's episode. I've got a goblet. We've got a few little roses going on. You know, very romantic, I might say, so myself.
Me and Luke secured the Get More Vits water.
Yep, and I secured the candle.
Shout out to Get More Vits. You know, can't wait for the day you sponsor us, bro.
It's only 5 calories.
Drowning in the vit, you sounded like you were.
Yeah.
And obviously we've got Mike.
It supports healthy bones, so get with the shit, baby.
And we're here today just to be your romantic shoulder to lie on, to cry on.
Your 3 Romeos.
Listen,
yeah.
ladies, listen. I'm something of a Romeo myself. I've been told, you know, this is Cupid to my right. This is Mr. Lothario.
We're the B.I.B., the Breeze in Black.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, so it's our Halloween. It's our Valentine's Day special. You know, it's all everything love, everything sexy. You know,
and everything in between.
You know what I mean? This is where we're gonna be vulnerable today. We're gonna let you see our vulnerable sides. You feel me?
Tell someone you love them this Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
you know.
I got a good way we can segue. Carry on, my friends. What are you saying?
I mean, tell someone you love them, or tell someone that you're only fucking with them because they got a fat ass. Like I know a lot of fellas are doing that. This, you know what I mean?
Shout out
thing, man.
to
you
the
thought
big,
it was gonna be different.
Shout out to the big beauty babes.
I gotta be. Let's be real. Let's break down a few facts.
Alright,
us
before we get into that. But I
will tell you this.
Okay, we're getting into it.
We're gonna get into some secrets. Us men should never be shared to females, but we're gonna tell you a few secrets that we are. Now, you know that we'll get into that.
We'll get into that because first, speaking of telling someone they love someone. Our good friend Cam right here actually received a Valentine's Day card. Do you wanna read it out? Do you wanna show it to the camera?
Do you wanna know how cute this is? This is my first Valentine's Day
card. Wow. So that reminds me, I need to find mine. I'll do it in a minute.
This is like...
I remember mine first.
You know, I've been shaping up in the last couple... I used to be a chubby little boy, so... Chill. So, look at this.
Our boy. It's our boy. It's the guy who bullied me.
It's the baby boy.
It's my best friend from school.
It's the patron saint of trains right here, baby.
What does it say on the front though? It says something there.
I choose you.
Oh, he's got a stutter.
Right.
He's like choose you.
There's a blowing your load.
That's like alliteration. That's a bit of alliteration.
So, the message inside reads, Dear Cam, it's been a while, but not a day has gone by where I haven't thought of you. You don't know me well, but I hope someday that will change. Love from ? XXX. P.S. You should invite me round. Very, very sexy.
Now, so the question is, who the fuck wrote that to you? And why did I not get one? If you're out there, why did I not get one? Huh?
But I want to know what you know when you got that letter. What went through your head? I want to know everything, the feelings, the rush of romance. So what happened?
So for a start, they sent it to the wrong address.
Did they?
Yeah, they sent it to the wrong one. So some random lady on Facebook in a Facebook group was like, I've got a large I've got a large letter for Cameron Hall.
Really?
Does anyone know him? So yeah, so I had to run around and get it, and I thought, you know, I was like, oh, what if it's like a speeding ticket or something? I was freaking out. I get there and she's like, it's a Moonpig card, and I was like, who's sending me a Moonpig card? Like, who's this? Like, I was like, is it like American football sending me a Moonpig card, being like, oh yeah, season's over, yada yada. So I was just like trying, and then I'm walking back to my house, I'm getting down to the door, and I'm like, I'm opening it, and I see Francis's face, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
He's replied.
So I'm like,
Yeah, he's finally replied to us.
Francis hears me, and then I read it, I'm like, this is a cryptic message. It's very cryptic, and I thought it was one of you guys. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Originally.
he was blaming me.
Yeah.
He's blaming me.
I blamed everyone now. I blamed everyone. Yeah.
Who else did you blame?
Like my friend Steve. I blamed Brad. I blamed Ollie.
Ollie.
I blamed loads of people.
Yeah.
I was like, surely this is someone
Big
googling
O.
me.
How dare you accuse Big O?
Yeah.
You know he was skateboarding, man.
What did he say?
He ain't got time for a card.
Yeah, what did he say though?
What?
Ollie and Owen. And
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I didn't accuse Owen.
I thought you said you
Yeah, I thought you
accused
said
Owen.
Owen, yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, nah, I swear on my life, everything, that it's not me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I've been writing down a list of notes about the card and trying to figure it out, and like,
Yeah.
who is this? Who has sent you this?
That's so funny.
It's you, isn't it?
No, I'm just laughing 'cause it's funny.
Why is that funny?
It's just a hilarious like notion, isn't it? That we got the card and it had Francis on it. That's jokes.
It's a bit of like,
We need to work out who he is, though.
Yeah.
it's
Nah,
a bit
you're
of
talking-
like,
If you're watching, if it was you,
Yeah.
just let us know. We love
Yo,
you. Cam loves
reach
you.
out.
Listen, if it was you, just admit it now, Harry.
It wasn't me. 100%. It was not me.
the thing is though, it's so hard because it's like, obviously Francis is like big pop culture at the moment, but also we were talking about
One of
it
their
on the
fans could
podcast.
easily
So
find
I'm
your
like,
address, bro.
is it
Nah.
some kind of crossover of like? Equally, I'm like, what if it's someone I have on Snapchat and they've looked on SnapMap?
Exactly.
Could have been.
I'm
But
dead.
is your Snap Maps even on there?
Yeah, my SnapMap
Is
is,
it?
always
Oh,
on,
there we
bro.
go. That
No, but it went to the wrong address.
That opens up the door.
Yeah,
though.
but they would have been like,
Yo,
they would
that-
have been like, they would have found Brunel Clayton and been like, I'll send it like.
Maybe.
That
to the
opens
one
up
I
the
think it
door to
is.
100 possibilities.
Well, this is what I thought when you said you got it. I was thinking about it and I was like, it's probably someone that you either knew from like school or college or whatever,
It's probably a girl.
and that's how they know about the podcast because they kind of know you or something, and that's what I thought, and that's what it's because if they know about the podcast, that's why I would have thought they sent that unless it was a coincidence.
I reckon it's a girl saying that, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope
yeah,
it-
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that's, it's baffling. I appreciate the sentiment now.
yeah.
If it is a girl, like,
So what's your response to her if she's watching right now?
Yeah.
She could be.
if you're watching, reach out. You know, there might be something there. You never know. So, the mind's open, the door's open.
The love is open.
Yeah,
Tell
exactly.
her you'll send us something back.
From your boy.
Tell her you got another something in return, but that's behind closed doors only.
Yeah, she said to invite round, so
Yeah.
that's the closed door. And
I
she's
mean,
there.
Yeah, reach out.
So, Luke, what were you going to say about these facts that you want to give everybody about love?
Tell her, spit some knowledge.
These
on
romantic facts for the Valentine's Day special.
Well, you know, I'm something of a Romeo myself, right?
As you keep saying.
Right.
Do you feel like the more you say it, the more it might become true?
No, I you know what? I feel like I've gained all my powers today. You know, like
They multiply.
with them. Yeah, you know. Listen, enough about me. But you know, a lot of ladies, yeah, they think they've got men worked out, right? They
Sussed
don't.
out.
They really don't, right? Because I know a lot of girls, yeah. You think their guy loves them, but really they just there for the old gash, if you know what I'm saying.
Sadly, it's
we
sad.
thought we
it's
could
true.
make it through an episode.
We thought we were going to be romantic in this episode.
Let's be
very
honest right now.
very put together.
Let's be honest right now. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are a lot of boys only in it for the sex? You know?
A lot of people.
Yes, they
A lot of people are.
But,
a lot of people
but that
are.
goes
you
both
know,
ways, you know. You got
It
to be
does go
up
both
front.
ways.
You get the
It does-
choice in
it does
life
go
of
both
who,
ways.
which way you want to go in romantic life.
So girls, like, if you're having a romantic night tonight with your boyf, yeah, just remember, he probably doesn't really love you. He's probably just there.
Just remember. No, remember.
Just
Now,
say
this
it.
is what I'll say.
It's
I'll add
the
on
harsh reality. It's
to
the
you.
harsh reality, right?
I was gonna say that could be true. That could be true. I would say
Right.
probably, but potentially. At the same time, there could be somebody better out there
Tip
for
your-
you.
Tip your glasses while you're telling people.
There could be somebody better out there for you
Free Romeos.
that actually, makes a lot more sense and actually would make you a lot more happy.
Right.
And you might, there's a lot of people that I've spoke to that will say like,
Converse.
I've conversed with who have said to me, I really like this person and they're the one, but they do this, they do that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, if they're doing this stuff to you, like that is negative or not what you deserve or whatever. It's like, why are they the person you want to be with? And I think a lot of the time it's because sometimes when people are in like a toxic relationship or whatever, the person might be horrible to the other person, but then when they are really nice to them, they then because they're so horrible usually, they grab onto that niceness and it's like the Stockholm syndrome in a way. It's like they're chasing them to be nice to them so much that when they're horrible to them, they'll just like put up with it because they'd be like they'd be kind of crave that nice, that when they're nice to them and stuff.
That
So
pussy feeling.
and sometimes it's not even that extreme. Sometimes your relationship's alright, it's fine. However, it's not it's not it's not the one. It's not the one that's going to be forever. And I think it's alright to have relationships like that sometimes, because if you're happy in the moment with each other, but just remember, if you don't feel like it's going to last forever, and maybe if you know somebody that maybe it could be like that for, I think the best thing to do is to think, well, maybe that's the person for me, and maybe this one is as good as it is, maybe it's not.
I want to shout out the high school sweethearts right now, because that's mad that you can find someone at a young age and be
you're
like,
still with them today. Yeah.
love going
It's
strong.
rare. It's rare.
It is rare. Wow. What's both your interpretation of love? How do you interpret love? It's a hard one because listen, I'll go first.
Yes.
It's only right. Romeo goes first, right? See how do I envision love? I look at love as it's very volatile. It's very unpredictable. A bit like an ocean. It's all around. It's all around you. Love is
encapsulating.
Large substances, right? But it's uncontrollable. You could one day be at sea and you won't be able to ride that wave. You're gonna drown. Okay, you're gonna drown, right? Or sometimes you might be a steady sailing. You might reach a destination. Okay, all right. But that's how I look at love. It can't be. It's never plain sailing, man, ever. And I think love's a very hard thing to really interpret. Because it's one of those things. It's so uncontrollable. You can't. It's always changing. It's always changing. But yeah, what do you think of? What do you?
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I hear that,
Yeah.
man. I would also like to add to that.
Brother.
As you said, yes, brother. It's a very it's like, as you said, it flows like an ocean, and
Right.
the feelings can be here, they can be there, they can be everywhere.
It's
It's,
like
all
energy.
encapsulated.
It's like an energy, right?
Yes, love is energy. It's a feeling, and the feeling is
It's
energy.
a rush.
It's everything. Everything is energy, and love is a strong emotion. An emotion.
What about you, Cam?
It's electric.
What do you interpret love as?
To build on that metaphor, I feel like I've been single for a while. I had to bring my ship into the dock,
Right.
and take a rest. And now I'm getting to that stage where I feel like
You've had the ship repairs. You're ready to.
I'm
get
ready
going.
to go on my next voyage. That door is open for me.
Yeah.
You got them fish nets ready to catch.
I'm ready for
Catch those clams.
an
Urchins.
exciting voyage.
You know what?
Gusty
though?
Goyage.
Say what's interesting, yeah. I was reading something the other day, and someone said to me that love is actually hate, and hate is love.
It's all a feeling, a strong feeling.
Because hate is
It comes from the same part of the brain.
right.
Like,
If you hate something so much, it's the same feeling as you love something so much. It's just yin and yang, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like
White and black, black and white. Yeah.
Exactly. I could love this rose so much, like I could cry, but I could hate this rose so much as well that I could cry.
I could cry.
Do you know what I mean? It's
'Cause
very.
you know-
That's why I say love is so unpredictable. It's like, do you love them or do you hate them?
A rose is sweet and colourful, but also it's prickly at the same time.
Right, there's thorns.
Yes,
There's
metaphors.
thorns.
Can you just pass me my Big Mama DVD, Luke, while I forget? And can you just double check it's recording while you're leaning over there? Because I was worried that it wasn't. Is it
Yeah.
okay? How many minutes has it been going
I
for?
don't know, Harry.
No, I need to ask. How many minutes?
I don't know, like 10 minutes.
It says at the top.
Yeah, like 10.
Because I was worried that I left it on the recording that ends at 10 minutes.
No, it's fine. Yeah, still recorded.
Okay.
17 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay, that's cool then.
Here we
Thank you.
have Big Mama.
So, leading on from what we were talking about, those metaphors, I thought, what would I give to somebody who I loved? I don't love anyone, but if I did, what would be the best gift that I could possibly give? Now, firstly, obviously, that's my love. Then secondly, obviously, that's my amazing personality and my good looks and all that stuff.
Your charm.
But if I had to give something physical, I thought I would give them big mamas like father, like son. Now, the reason for this, £7 back in when I got it in 2011, by the way. When I got this, no, I didn't mean to say that. The reason I'd give this is because it's one of my favourite films of all time. It means something to me. It's a piece of me. And I thought, if you're the other half of someone else, when you love them, you call them your other half, you need to share everything you love with each other. So, I would be sharing big mamas like father, like son.
Listen,
with
you
the
give
one.
that to any girl,
Ooh.
bro, they're out of that relationship quickly, bro. They be looking at you like crazy.
Yeah, but they could even stream it to their if you do this, you can get it
So
on your
your sign
iPod
of-
Touch.
So your sign of love, it's not even a bit of jewelry, it's that.
It's worth more than that.
Listen, you're crazy. Bro.
It's worth more than that. It's worth love.
It's worth 7
It even
quid.
comes with a special feature. No, don't look at the price.
Okay.
It's priceless.
Alright,
It's a piece of art history.
that's a shambles.
That film cost millions to develop.
Bro, that is a shambles, man.
I thought you liked this film. I thought we talked about
The
it.
film is... It's bearable. It's bearable.
No, it's one of the greatest films in greatest pieces of art in all of cinema.
Bullshit.
It's a cinematic classic.
Cinematic masterpiece.
I'd rather watch Romeo and
The women
Juliet.
in this are beautiful, just like romance, and
They
it's
look-
all.
they
It's
look
actually
like-
a little bit of a love
They look
story,
like 2011 women, well, man.
but it's also a bit of a love story because Trent, as you may or may not know, he dresses up as a woman to go undercover, because he's a bit of a spy, and he meets the girl Haley, and he actually falls in love, and at the end they're together, and it's a beautiful
It's cheesy.
representation
It's corny.
of true love.
It's corny as hell.
You're corny as hell,
Alright.
It's the
Romeo.
That's what.
It's the
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
call
funniest.
me. That's what they call me.
It's the funniest mama yet.
Yeah,
What would you give to? What would you give as a sign of love?
yeah.
Ooh.
Since you've been given something, what would you give in return?
Right.
I do like, flowers is a lovely sentiment. Roses is classic.
They are red.
A nice
Would you give
bottle
those
of
flowers in the pouring rain?
prosecco if
I don't
if
give
that's
good
her
flowers. Yeah.
vibe. A nice bottle of prosecco is very nice, or some
Alright. Okay.
some
What about some
Lingerie.
orange?
Right. Now, I've got a question. What would you? Right. You got to answer it individually. So, what would be like your ideal romantic date? We'll start with you, Harry.
Well, a place I really like to go on dates is All Bar One. Don't know if I said
oh
that
yeah,
before.
classic.
It's got a very nice vibe.
But tell us
to
your
it.
perfect ideal date.
Okay, all right. In my
Your
head
dream
right
ideal,
now,
the dream woman.
if
all
I'm
that.
thinking of a dream woman,
Is it anywhere in the world as well?
Yeah, so ideal perfect date. Go on.
oh, okay. If I had unlimited money, unlimited,
it's a dream,
unlimited, yes. Okay, unlimited love. We would go. I'd say, listen, meet me. 8 p.m. here, there, now. Be assertive. If you're assertive, that's what they like, and that's what I like. You gotta be. You can't be like, oh, do we do this? Do we do that? What do we do? No, I say no. You be here 8 p.m. And you're wearing this, and you're doing
Right,
this, and
yeah.
I'll be wearing this, and we'll see each other there. I'll be waiting around. I'll be a little bit nervous. The butterflies going. I'll be like, oh, where is she? I'll be wearing this. Like, where's she at? There she is. I'm like, oh, I'm I'm like, okay. I'm a bit nervous as she's walking towards me. I'm like, oh, but at the same time, a good nervous, you know, a gusty nervous. Yeah, and she'll be walking towards me. She'll be nervous as well. I could tell.
I love that pre-date feeling.
Yeah, you go, oh, you're right. How you doing? Give each other a little hug. I go. Is it you? I say, Katrina.
Wait, you should be like,
There's no Katrina.
these photos do you no justice.
Yeah, you look a hell of a lot better in real life. IRL. And then we'll give each other that little hug as you do, the warm embrace.
Air kiss on the cheek, real quick.
Yeah, you know, and say, right, after you, we'll walk into this nice, very nice restaurant, and I'll say after you. She'll say, oh, thank you. She'll sit down. She'll be looking $1 million.
Yeah.
I'll be looking $2 million.
What restaurant you go into?
Somewhere classy.
Nazareth.
Yeah.
A little bit, Nusret maybe. Get a little steak, and I'll be whining and dining over my steak. I'll be holding my drink like this. I'll say, so, tell me about yourself.
You've got to be like this. You'll be like, I really wanted the prawn.
I'll say,
I heard the prawn's fantastic.
no, I'll say this. I'll say, I heard the clamshells are to die for. The oysters are to die for. I'll say, I think I might have something like that similar myself.
Yeah.
I'll say, waiter,
What wine you
what's
picking
your
out?
recommendation of today? What's today's recommendation?
Yeah.
What are the
What's
specials?
What's the chef's choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go,
What do you say?
what are the
lobster,
specials?
won't you?
I'll say, get the most expensive, tastiest thing on the menu for this woman right here.
And to drink a bottle of 2014,
Yeah, 1942.
1942
Oh,
Moët something.
Right.
Yeah, and talking about this sort of thing, I think it actually might be really fun if we sort of we take turns sort of pretending to be on dates with each other. Little segment.
Okay.
Who should we start with?
Wait,
me and you, and then me.
I
and...
want to say my perfect day as well.
Alright, after
Yeah,
you've done
yeah.
that, we'll do it.
We'll
Carry
take it
on,
in
my
turns.
friends.
We'll-
See, my perfect day would be like quite similar, you know. It'd be like this would be mine, right? I'll got to see. There'll be like a damsel in distress. Yeah.
You're always gonna swoop in,
Right.
are you?
Obviously, I'll be a knight in shining armor. You know, I'll save her and all that. And then I'll say, get on my horse. We'll need to take somewhere. We'll go on my horse. We'll ride off
Into the sunset.
into the meadows.
Yeah.
Into the meadows. And then I say to her, I like your dress. I like the way you've presented yourself. You know. And then and then she'll say to me, "Oh, you're such a hero." I'll say, "Z, Z, gracias, mamacita." And then
Que bonita.
and then I'll whip out a bottle of Captain Morgan's.
Get the Henny out.
Right, and then
Orange VK for me, mate.
and I'll say to her, "Let's."
Girl gives me orange VK.
Right.
That's it. I'm in love with you.
And I'll say, "Let's drink." And then she'll be like, "Oh, how can I ever repay you?" And then we'll be underneath the moonlight, and I'll just be like, and then you'd see silhouettes entwining.
Entwined. The moonlight in the background. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that's it.
What would be
You
yours?
know,
Cam?
my vibe, I'm feeling classic 60s Mustang.
Of
Cherry-
course, I've
cherry
got
red.
Yeah.
With a roof down.
Oh, I know. What you'd be
Cruising
doing.
down the coastal highway.
You'd be like this. You'd be reversing like this.
Yeah, sipping on like a fresh drink from the diner in the store.
And then
Yeah.
we pull up to the open air cinema, we get popcorn, and we tune into the movie. And then we tune into each
And you're
other's
watching
life.
you're watching like The Shining or something, right? Yeah.
And she's like, I'm scared, Cam. Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm cold.
And
And,
you-
he takes off his Letterman jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take off this. You put it on
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
and she.
And
And
you do
then
that, you do that before you
she'd be
kiss off.
huddling in like this,
Yeah.
and then they slowly look at each other in each other's
No,
eyes.
he'll do the move. He'll do the move. You know, the old.
Yeah.
And then, you know, afterwards we might get some food from the taco truck or something.
Okay, exactly.
And then finally, you know, drop her back to her house. And you know,
And
I'll
she'll be like, "Thank you for a great night."
yeah, and I'll be leaning up against the Mustang, and she'll go up to.
Well, you flick your match and light a cigarette.
in the street
Yeah.
light beaming down.
Yeah.
She'll get to the last step and go to open the door, And she'll go,
She'll turn around.
then she'll turn around
You'll
and
be like this. She'll be like.
and run back
for
down
a
the
kiss.
steps. and
She'll go. Nightcap. You want a nightcap?
No, and then he does
You
this.
go in.
No, before he answers, does this.
Anything for you, baby. Like in the mask when he's like still on the street.
Yeah.
And it was all a dream. No, I'm joking. No, I mean, really, if I'm going to talk about real dates, like something I could actually possibly do, I'd go into town. We'd meet up. We would go all bar one
Go
because
to
I really love that
Matthew's.
place. I don't go to yeah. No, I don't go to like dates like all the time, but like I do. If I ever do, I do like to go to all bar one because the lighting is just perfect. It's a little bit dimmed, but it's like that sort of comfortable sort of nice lighting. You know, it's a very nice vibe. You know, there's nice chairs. There's a little like what would you call it? Little like soft seat bench area on the corner, and one can sit there, one can sit there. And the drinks are nice. It's just very chill, and like it's not too busy in there, but it can be busy. But it's got a good vibe to it. What I would do, if I really like the girl, we'd go there. Well, I think I'd meet her a bit further down the bottom of town so we can walk up there together, you know, in the night. I'd walk up through Southgate with the nice umbrellas looking down thing, if you know, you know. And then we'll walk up there, I'll open a door for her, we'll go in, get a nice seat. I'll say, listen, what do you want? I'll go up, or they'll come to us, I don't know. Get a nice drink.
What are you drinking?
and
I
I-
should go to.
I would get... I'd probably just get a cocktail or something. I like a cocktail, I'm not going to lie. I'll say I'm having what
sex on
she's
the
having.
beach.
You're not getting a manly drink, though.
I'm having what she's having, you know?
Right.
I'm on her level.
You get a sex on the beach.
Yeah, or
or Bloody
porn,
Mary.
cocktail porn
Or
star,
Bloody Mary.
porn star, whatever it's called.
Porn
Martini.
star martini.
That's it.
You know what? Yeah, Harry. See, I'm the opposite of Harry. See, my ideal like regular ass date would be like to invite a girl around mine and then we smash.
Yeah, but we're talking about love. This is
dead
romance. We're talking about the love. If you were in love with the girl, what would you do though? You know what I mean?
Alright, listen, I'm not even lying.
What did you do when you were...
Like, well, yeah, the first time we met, we smashed on our first night, first date. You know what I mean?
When you were going out though, did you ever go on a nice
Okay,
date?
yeah, okay. Well, if you're in love and stuff, then of course you're gonna go out and date stuff. I'm talking about like you know when you first meet someone, you want to go on a date. Like what I would usually do if I'm first meeting a girl would be like obviously. You come around my whatever, watch some movies, bit of Netflix and chill. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been doing Netflix and chill before. Netflix and chill was a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like really and truly, I need to get paid from that. I think I started it. I think I really started it. I'm not even lying. Everyone took my swag, bro. Everyone took it and ran with it. But anyways, enough of that. Yeah, so that's my ideal kind of thing. You know, inviting round. And listen, I'm not saying we have to smash on the first date. Like we don't really have to. I'm just saying like I do prefer kind of a Netflix and chill kind of vibe. And if we end up having intercourse, then obviously that's just a bonus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like it doesn't really matter if we don't do it. Like, it's not the end of the world, but you know, it's a nice top. It's nice icing on the cake. You know what I'm trying to say?
You're a very like homely date person.
Yeah, homely date. You know what I mean? Like we get, you know, because
Get the Bible out.
get the Bible out. You know what I mean? You know, but
Douse it in holy
the thing is
water.
as well, like my qualities in girls have changed now. I do like a girl that likes to like you know, if I was to get in another relationship, I think I would have a girl who like likes to play like the same games as me, likes the same movies as me.
Yeah, literally.
I want a female version of me.
Yeah,
If
literally.
if I ever had a twin, I probably would marry him. Like if I'm
Him?
ever. If I had a twin, I think I would just live with my twin. I'm not even lying. I wouldn't even need a girl.
If you got on with each other.
Right,
that
yeah.
way.
Because like I feel like if I have a female version of myself, right, I would just be perfect, isn't it? It's just like the perfect match.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I tell you what's really hard to come by is
Come. Oh.
is when you
Come what?
Oh mate, not this again. Please.
Come what? Come by. What? Buy and your come.
COMEBY space.
You come and you buy.
So anyway, guys,
Oh.
what I was going to say was the thing that's hard to come by is actually. Oh, can you shut the fuck up, please?
Bro.
Please. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Let me try one more time. The thing that is really hard to come by is
I'm sorry. Alright, keep going.
the thing that's really hard to see by, to approach by, to be by, is like, yeah, like when you, it's like someone that actually does have like everything in common with you, or like is it doesn't have to even be everything, but like has lots of things in common.
Yeah.
Like if you have lots of things in common with somebody, like you will never get bored talking to them. You will never get bored like being around them. And obviously, still you don't want to be with them 24/7 because you need your own sort of time. But when you are with them, it will feel like so good. Like when you just have everything. Like you can do anything together. Like you can watch the same films.
Yeah.
You can literally play the same games.
Yeah.
You can do whatever. You know what I mean? Go to
Yeah.
the same things and enjoy it. And a lot of people will get into relationships who actually are into like the opposite things.
Opposite stuff,
I think
yeah.
that can sometimes work as well because it means you
It's
love
yin
being
and-
with each other.
It's yin and yang, bro.
Yeah, like you love
Yeah.
being with each other, but at the same time you can enjoy your own things separately. That's good. I think it's good to have a good mix, like be into a lot of things of the same, so that you will always enjoy each other's company. They'll only be adding to it, adding to what you already love. So.
Okay, but could you?
But it's good to also have a few things that are not in common to spice it up a little bit.
But could you be in a relationship? Say this is your dream girl, right?
Mm.
Could you be in that relationship with that girl, but if she says we can never have sex, ever?
Could you do other things?
No, there's no sexual stuff involved. You can't do anything.
Yeah,
You're
that is
just
a hard
in love
one.
with her.
That's a hard one because it's like I've never loved anyone enough to know how to answer that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But the factor is sex an important factor in your relationship? To a point is if you can't have sex in a relationship, will you have one?
Well,
For me, I don't think I could. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't want to.
I'm probably the same.
I wouldn't get into a relationship if I knew like we would never ever have sex. Otherwise, it actually seems like a friendship to me.
Yeah. Like, I know what you're saying, and I
'Cause-
probably agree. I'm just trying to think. Like, maybe if I was so in love with somebody, would that affect my decision? Would I end up being like, because I love you so much, I would actually give that up for you? I don't know. I've not loved anyone like that, so.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like,
It is a hard one, isn't it?
sometimes I like the bit of thrill of the chase,
Right.
It's better to, like, wait a little while. And also, like, you don't want to, like, sometimes I feel like if you go straight for a girl and you do it off the bat and you're like, the flame goes out immediately, whereas, you gotta leave a little something. You gotta wait for dessert when you're at the restaurant,
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with
That's
like having
killing my
sex on
food.
the first date or anything. Like, if it feels right, it's right. You shouldn't
Yeah.
if it feels right, you shouldn't like stop yourself from doing it. Like, if you both want to do it, and that doesn't mean like, oh, that's it, just a shag. Like, if you both like each other, you did that if that's what you want to do. So I guess it depends on the situation, the person, like circumstance, and all that. But
It's
yeah,
not a bad thing.
yeah. Should we simulate
Did
some
you
dates?
Did you watch the Tinder Swindler or what?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Neither have I.
Damn, man.
I know about it. Like, it was this guy who scammed a load of women. Made out that he was this really rich guy,
Yeah,
son of a CEO or whatever, and he overall didn't he like end up stealing like 16 million
Yeah.
overall, something
Still
crazy
losing
like
money,
that. Mm.
And his enemies were after him, man.
I am back and I have found my old Valentine's Day letter. But before we read that, I actually want to ask you guys one more question. So I think it's a really interesting question. Do you guys currently, is there anyone that you guys currently like or talking to, or you don't have to say who they are, but you can just say, yeah, there is. I didn't think you would say, but I thought maybe you might.
I mean,
Is there anyone you're like, I'm actually quite into them at the moment?
I got a girl that I've been talking to, and we got a date coming up. We're setting up to arrange it.
Nice.
She's very like funny. Her humour is the same as me. Like, so she's got like quick wit, like everything like that.
Yeah.
Good looking,
Nice.
Good
Nice.
personality. So I'm excited for the date. Hopefully we'll arrange.
When are you going?
Not fully arranged it yet
Ah.
because we're doing that game where you reply bare slow.
Oh, I'm over that now. I don't.
I know,
I just do when I
I
want.
know
now.
it's dead, but yeah.
I used to do
That
that.
could never be me, man. I ain't a simp. Yeah, your boy Almighty. Oh, he's not a simp. Okay?
But bro, it's the simp wars.
It's the
Mate,
simp,
it's
yeah.
the simple
We're living in this-
ongoing.
We're living in a simp reality. Yeah?
In the simp
I
matrix.
can't lie to you.
Satrix.
This the thing,
The
right?
Simpiverse.
Simpyverse.
I just don't know, man. Like,
The Gussyverse.
I've already dibbled and dabbled in love, yeah.
Dib-
And like, when it hurts you and you get burned, you really don't want to dip your feet in that shit again. You really want to keep it simple. Do you know what I mean? So, let them do what they gotta do in it. But for me, yeah, me and love are taking a break. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. So
Oh, I just realised.
I'm not really looking for a relationship right now.
We should put the mic in the middle. Not all the way away. In the middle usually, don't we?
Not really looking for a relationship right now.
There you go.
But yeah, man. Like I'm sure there's some nice girls out there. Do you know what I mean? Really, probably like wanting to take me out. Probably slide off the seats because they're wet right now. I don't know. But
That's gross. It's not gross, but
yo,
you know what
listen,
I mean.
girls, understand. Trust me, I get it. Okay, listen, I know I got girls throwing themselves at me left, right, and centre. Right?
Do you reckon?
But do I have to show you my Tinder? But listen,
No, you don't.
I'll get it up right now. You know I will as well, right? Listen,
No.
I can't. Girls, you just gotta wait in line like everyone else. Okay.
Do you think one day maybe
You just gotta wait in line, right?
Do you think one day in the future of your whole life maybe you will meet a girl you like?
It's a good question.
Or will you still be a like
Good question.
50-year-old bachelor?
I'm gonna be a 50-year-old Romeo. I am. Nah, you know what? Right, one day I will fall in love again, and when I do, I will be like the most loyal person like ever. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point right now because I'll just be like, you'll probably get your head turned. I'll probably get my head turned. We're not in a situation right now, or age right now, where we're mature enough to have a serious relationship. If I want to get like when I'm older, I will get in a relationship. I'll probably have kids. Probably might think about getting married and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, but right now, like I don't really see the point of having a relationship. I don't really get anything out of it. Really, I can't be bothered. So, I've been in stress. But yeah, man, it's and trust me, no big boobs or ass is worth stress. It's worth stress, alright? So, fellas, if you're out there...
Feathers?
Fellas.
Oh, these are feathers.
Fellas, if you're out there going, doing your shit, like, and you're having a hard time relationship, just take a break, man. Just take a
Like
break.
the mag, the zine.
Sometimes girls can be evil, man.
Bring your ship into shore for a
Real
while.
talk, yeah, you gotta be real. Some girls are the devil, man. Like, let's be real. Like, I heard a story like the other day. Like, they say like, what did they say? They say Satan is a female or something like that.
Who said that?
No. They say like the ancient story of Adam and Eve, and Eve is like obviously Eve's the girl who ate the apple and like from the snake or whatever, and
something like that.
and like it caused like bad things to happen to the earth, whatever, something like that, right? I don't know the full story, but that's where it comes from. Like, the girl was tempted by this apple, which she was forbidden to. It was the forbidden fruit, right? She was forbidden to eat, and then Eve ate it and caused bad shit to happen. That still stands today. Girls do this shit all the time. They get tempted by something, and then they leave a fucking mess for everyone to deal with. Like, man, you can't be trusting these hoes, man. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal, man.
I have a very special verse to read off of memory.
Come on then.
She told me, put my heart in the bag.
I thought it was going to be some Bible thing or something.
In the bag.
She told me,
in the
put my
Gucci
heart in the bag.
Oh, and the copyright strikes.
Nobody gets hurt.
We've just been copyrighted, mate. You sounded just like him, yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah,
and
like...
the music was playing over the top, so that didn't help it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I talk to a few girls here and there, open-minded, but a lot of the time I find a lot of them are actually really immature, and they just, like, I speak to a lot of them, we'll just be talking normally, and I can just tell they're really immature. They're like, I'll say, like, you up for going for a drink? And they're like, oh, maybe, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just don't reply to that.
Remember what happened the other day?
Yeah.
You planned to go out.
I was telling you guys a few episodes back, or whenever it was, I was like, no, it was one before it, wasn't it?
It was last episode.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was last episode.
Yeah, you were meant to meet him.
Nah, it was episode 11.
It was last episode. You were meant to meet him
last
that day.
episode because you were like,
okay.
oh, can you give me a lift?
Maybe it was. And, yeah, so, I was meant to be going on a date with a girl, it was all confirmed, and I thought, actually, she wasn't being immature like the rest of them, because she was like, we still on for today, or tomorrow, whatever. I was like, yep, still on for it, that's good. We'll meet this, we'll do this time, we'll do then. It gets to, like, an hour before, and she's like, I don't know if I can make
Don't worry,
it.
yeah,
I feel a
no,
bit
yeah.
ill. The classic excuse. If she says I feel ill, it's just a lie.
Sorry.
No, don't.
No, sorry. I'm getting
Can you turn the sound down, please?
Yeah,
Can you do it now then?
yeah, I'm getting the comments up.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I need to do my letter first
Oh,
before
do
we
your
get to
letter,
that.
do your letter.
Oh, I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say. Yeah, and a lot of girls are. I thought you were pushing me away. A lot of girls are
You
very,
slide in my DMs a lot.
yeah, immature. Like they just, you know, it's the annoying thing is when you go out and you meet a girl, you know, there's so many 18-year-olds around, and they're too immature for me. You know, I need to meet someone that's in their 20s or
28.
no, like someone who's like.
What's the oldest
like,
you go for,
well,
realistically?
Well, I was recently talking to someone who's like 24. I don't know, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'd say up to 25, but like, from 20 to 25, anyone around that age, because that's when you're a lot more mature when you kind of pass your 18, 19 sort of age and stuff like that. And, I mean, I don't really, like...
Did you delete all the comments?
No, I didn't. It's probably a repost. Have a look through.
No, look. There's no comments.
Yeah, it's probably a repost. Have a look through for the other one. Anyway, look for one which is like 2,000 views or whatever. So what I was saying was, there's a lot of girls I talk to that I'm not really interested in, but I'm like, maybe, and then a lot of the time, you'll get a girl snap from a night out, but then she'll never add you back, and then you just forget about it. And then, yeah, I mean, there's a few people, I'll say a few, there's like,
It's the majority. That's what it is.
Huh?
There's a few good ones, but the majority is immature.
Yeah, I met someone that I thought was alright, but that was it.
Yeah.
I've met, in the last, 2 years, I've met, one person that I actually liked, but I'm still single, so let's just say that.
Who's that, Ruth?
No, since I've become single,
Oh, okay.
and I've been, at first I didn't want to go off him for ages because it was a pretty, rough. I'm gonna have to edit
Does
that
that
out.
not narrow it down?
It literally, if she saw, she would know. So I have to take that out.
Did you ever have feelings for...
Yeah, when I was 16, and she was my first. No, I didn't love her, but she was my first person a girl that I actually got with. You know what I mean? No, but after I had a pretty rough relationship with somebody, toxic relationship.
He doesn't love her.
You know
what I mean?
for ages I was I want to be single now and just be a player, blah, blah, blah. And I did for a year, but then after a year, I was I'm kind of open to it now. And it's just the wind. A whole year went past, and I'm still single. But I don't really look for it anymore. It will come when it comes.
The goose of luck just tried to open the door.
Is it? It's not shut. Oh, leave it. We'll leave it. It's fine. I can't be asked.
I think we should...
I'll show my letter real
I
quick.
think we should give this...
Yeah, I'm interested to see what
rose
this
to-
letter is.
Give this rose... This rose is for you.
I might watch this. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is...
He just fancies you, I think.
This rose is for you.
I'm loving
Who doesn't fancy you? That's the question, man. Don't blame me.
You love that tip.
I've got dry lips. I have to.
Is that your move when you get with a girl?
Yeah. That's
I've
how
already
he,
got
that's
it
how
on.
he eats the gash. That's how he eats the gash.
I only would do that to a girl that I loved. I don't do that just for anyone.
What, eat the gash?
Yeah, I wouldn't word it like that. But
How would you word it?
I wouldn't even bring it up in the first place.
Really? You just do
From
it.
my Valentine.
I need to premise this real quick before I show it, because obviously I still know the person that sent it to me. This was from 4 years ago. I was 16, 17 maybe, and obviously some girl who sent me this at the time. Now I just want to say, if you are watching, I'm not making fun of this. I'm happy that I got it at the time. I just kept it because I was
You're a
too.
simp.
I just kept it because why not? Why not? I just want to say, yeah, I'm not embarrassing you. I'm not saying this is. I'm just showing it. And I still appreciate it. So it's called. It was this. And again, obviously, I'm not going to say who it's from. And at the time, it got scribbled out. So it said to Harry. Just thought I'd let you know how I feel. Ignore that. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. And then she scribbled out the cringy writing and was that's embarrassing. Just scribble it out. And then she said love ? And at the time I was who is that? And I figured it out pretty quickly. And that's what I'm gonna say. But that was the first Valentine's card I ever got, and the only one I ever got.
Listen,
I'm fine.
There's
I got
still
a whole-
time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm only young. I'm only 21, mate. Oh right, I see what you mean.
I got a whole box
Um,
full of them,
yes.
man. A whole I have to like dig through the files to look at my
The archives.
Valentine's. Yeah, I have to dig through
battle.
like.
It's like
oh,
Jason
damn,
in Between
man.
Us. They're all written by him.
Nah, man.
Luke, you massive stud.
They're all collecting dust. I got another drawer next to it, which is full of
Oh.
Yeah. you know,
Oh.
certain things you leave behind after the deed's done. You feel me?
So
Well,
anyway,
That's right, man. No,
But,
I didn't ask him. You just leave him behind. I guess it's just like a sign of
endearment.
endearment, right?
Nah, it's like if a girl likes you, she'll do it deliberately.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not everyone,
Yeah.
but I've had that happen to me before.
I miss you.
Had what?
Like the girls left her stuff deliberately. Because I'm
So-
like, you obviously haven't forgotten to put your underwear on, have you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they'll put your jeans over and not
I don't know
realise.
what to do. I'm like, what?
Yeah. But no, I
I
respect
left my
that.
chalice here. Does that mean I love you?
Sometimes they
Yeah.
leave it behind so they got an excuse to come back.
Yeah. The thing is, if you like them, you
Yeah.
don't need an excuse.
Yeah.
Love is enough of an excuse.
I am the excuse, baby.
Yeah, I am the Senate.
The Senate.
The prophet.
The Prophet Muhammad. That door's really annoying me. How are we going to do... What are we going to... Can you close the window in the bathroom?
It's Valentine's goose trying to join the potty.
Valen Ghost. If you just close the window, there'll be no wind to blow.
Wait, Valengusy.
No, close the window, because otherwise it will keep doing it. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so like... You have to like push it in. You know how to close the window? Yeah. Thank you, mate. And then, yeah, that's fine. It won't blow anymore.
The Valengusy.
So, what are we moving on to next, guys?
I reckon.
Riddle me that.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
That's a good question, actually.
I've been on a lot of crazy ones. Like I said, I'm pretty active. You know what I'm saying? I've been weird places. I don't know what the worst one is, though. I would definitely say I've been on a few awkward ones. Not even awkward. I've been on like I went to cinema one time with a girl. Like we didn't really like feel each other like that. Really, we just kind of just went for the sake of it. When you do, when you're like 16, 17. And I actually have one actually. So I had a girl come around my house when I was like 16, and I was thinking to myself like,
This is it.
yeah, like I think like we had a good night, you know what I mean? And I remember like we didn't even smash, man. Like we were just like like dry humping, like you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, obviously back then your boy was young.
Yeah, you were too nervous to take it
man,
further.
like, really-
Yeah, and I bet you were just kissing and doing that for like ages,
for long,
ages.
like,
Yeah.
Obviously, like I was hard in that, but I never like got to like pull it in and shit. Like just dry humping and kissing, and like I wouldn't say it was awkward, but it was a very like we always talked about like having like smashing each other, but we never actually did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now, like I'm growing up and shit. Like I sometimes bump into it every now and then. Like it's proper awkward. Like we don't even we don't even say hi. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, man. But yeah, like, I wouldn't say it's never been like an awkward day, but it's definitely been like some awkwardness afterwards. Like in the future, you know what I mean? After you like whatever you done. Sometimes I look back at messages and shit, like cringy ass texts from my exes and stuff, like or whatever, or girls I've dated or talked to, and I look at these messages like now and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I write that shit? Do you know what I mean? Do you ever see like you see yourself like talking from a few years ago? You're like, fuck me, man.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Like,
There's this chat which is still saved with this girl that I spoke to like must be like 16 or something. And we don't talk anymore, but like I looked to see if it was still there, and it was. And it's the most cringy chats.
Yeah.
Like,
Hella
I
hearts.
kept saying babe to her. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
babe. I don't know what I was thinking. Why would I even think to say that? So
Yeah.
cringy. And then, back then when you're younger, the more kisses you put, it's like the more you're into them.
yeah.
It was like 10
Yeah.
kisses.
Yeah.
And then
And a
if
couple
I
hearts.
scrolled down, and then it was
Yeah.
like 3 red hearts
Yeah.
every message. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. I know it's just kids. But it's like, I kept saying babe.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. I was like, no, this could not have been me.
If you'd built up to the stage where it was 3 red hearts, man.
Mate, we
Oh,
were
that's beautiful.
we were like
married.
we were
bro.
like thing is
And then
I
you changed the name on its Snapchat as well with a heart next to it or whatever.
actually I'm like apologise to this girl. She'll probably never see, but maybe she will. You might know all I'm gonna say is you have blonde hair, you're a bit smaller than me, probably like here, and
Hollywood,
no,
Right, good.
and
Just
you,
checking.
I was a bit of a dick at the time when I was like 16, 17, and I'm sorry. So I'll make an apology because back then
You
I
gotta
was
tell your glasses to see your
So-
serious.
back then I was very I
Promiscuous.
wasn't trying to be mean or like a dick to girls, but I
You were
it just ended up being like that.
You
Like
were young and
I was
free.
just like, I'm so young, I can just do what I want because I'm so young. Like I'll
Yeah,
regret it
yeah.
if I don't. Like I just want to be free. So I was like talking to girls like to have sex.
Take advantage
But
of them, yeah.
what I should have done is I should have just straight up said my intentions rather than because it's fine to do that, but
Yeah.
you can't.
That's what I do.
You
now,
can't make them
yeah.
think that you're into them like that. I'm sorry to her because I
Put
was like
put
16.
sunglasses on now, slowly, yeah.
I was 16, 17, and, I made her think that I liked her when I didn't really, just because I wanted to have sex. And that was a bad thing. I just want to, that's a bad thing. And I would never do that now. And it was a bit
You know
shit.
what, though? You know what?
I think she was such a nice girl as well. She was
Yeah.
such a nice girl. And we actually got on, like, I probably would have had a good relationship with her if I actually went there. And she liked me. And I remember what happened was, you remember when it's those, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Because no, I can't say that on the thing. No.
No, you can cut out. Where did we go?
What I'm gonna say is a few months after she got mad at me for realizing I just went to
I know
shag.
who it is. I know who
You
it is.
got in there and you basically.
don't say anything, don't say
No,
anything,
I'm not
don't
gonna
say
say
anything.
anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, like she was a really nice person, and I
Yeah,
basically
boy.
was just a dick for just because I was a young
Too bad.
dumb guy.
Too bad, man.
And I do regret that because that having sex with someone is not worth hurting their feelings and that. And obviously nowadays, if I am looking for maybe something like that, you gotta be straight up and you just gotta make sure that they are not gonna be hurt. And at the time, but you have to be like that to learn not to be like that. I think.
Don't worry.
21 now. I'm a grown up, and again, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. You're a very nice
Don't
person.
worry, she got over it, man.
I hope she did. I hope she doesn't hate
No,
me.
trust me, she did.
Great. She got it. Well, literally got it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what it reminded me of last week though, when I was watching your video?
What
Shit,
video
I
were you
didn't-
watching?
The one we videoed last week, right?
Oh, our podcast.
So I was watching that, and I totally, obviously when I was there in the moment, it went over my head. But you know when you talk about that Sahara thing,
Sarah Ha, yeah.
So-
I dead
yeah.
ass was. I was sat down watching at home. I was like, oh my god, that's what I was. Because I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, like.
And the
Isn't
moment
that-
you didn't realise what
No,
we were saying.
yeah, I was kind of like, it's went over my head, but I was thinking to myself, oh fuck, shit, that's what he was on about. It was like when you put like a link on your Snap story or whatever, and
Yeah.
it took you to another
Yeah,
took you
yeah,
to
yeah,
another
yeah.
page or whatever.
And people will write things
It
about
was
you.
like a
yeah.
random ass website page, and then you got and someone put something anonymous, someone
Anonymous,
anonymous,
yeah.
right?
You would never know the
and
names,
you'll
you
be
could
like,
write
oh,
anything.
hot or whatever, like, oh, I like you, and then you'll screenshot it and put it on your story.
Get close.
Who wrote that?
And then you put get close, kiss.
Whoever
Pop
wrote
up,
this,
pop up.
and then no, you know what you do? If someone got loads of them, like loads of things, like they screenshot the whole thing, they'll put like number one. They'll be like, oh, they'll answer the question. Right?
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
one,
yeah.
oh,
Who
like,
is
I don't have a
this?
boyfriend, but like, yeah, well, who is this? Like, and then it's like, oh, that's.
And then you put the emoji like,
It brought back so many fucking memories. Like,
Yeah.
is that still around then or what?
who
Should
knows?
we look?
Well, what would we look?
Sahar.
What,
Sarah Ha.
see
wasn't
if you
it?
can
It was
still access
Sarah
your page.
Ha.
You can still
Sarah
access your
Ha.
page.
Oh yeah, mate. Look, Sarah Ha login. Should I try and log in?
Yeah.
You ain't got your thing anymore.
It could be. I know all my passwords to all my old stuff. It could be my old email.
Can you still get the link for it to put on your Snapchat? Should we put it on our Snap?
On the private, maybe. On the private.
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah,
Put it
do it
private.
on the Breeze Instagram. Oh.
Rah. Wait.
Well, how did you get the link for your Snapchat though? Did you have to get it off the internet then?
Yeah, you'd copy the link in the top window.
Frick, bro.
Bro.
It could be.
It's
I'm
not
gonna,
even around.
try log into my own.
Harry. Basically, guys, we're logging in to this old thing that we used to use as
The
teenagers.
Sahara
and-
shut down.
No, it's right here.
It's a Saudi Arabian social network service for providing constructive feedback.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, it started as anonymous. I don't think it is anymore, you know.
oh my god, guys, I've logged in. Have I? Oh no, I literally thought then that I was logging
I don't
in.
think it's anonymous anymore. It said it started as one.
Sounds like a brilliant password.
Look at the images though. The images have been right maybe.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
Look at
whatever.
the images, bro. That's what it'd be like.
Sorry.
Innit? You got,
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
Show the camera. Show the.
You already know, man. This is how when social media was at its peak, man. You kids don't know about this shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. The teenagers of today, they'll never understand.
You legit
Never.
You see, I signed into Sarah Hart with my school email, so I didn't
Oh,
get
mine
emails.
might have been that as well.
Good times, man.
Yeah. .bathnest.co.uk
It will
used
say,
to be.
like- Bro, that, when I was watching, I was thinking, oh fuck, how'd that go over my head? That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. Well, I thought in the moment you were like going, yeah. You just didn't really know what you're saying. Like.
No, I was thinking, I was agreeing with you, but I didn't know. I was trying to think what Sahara
Right,
was.
yeah.
No,
Sarah Hart.
Sarah Hart, yeah.
What does that even
It
mean?
was weird.
Yeah.
Let's see if it will log in through Instagram, Facebook. Even. Oh,
Well-
let's see if I can find.
Alright, while you're doing that, we'll
It's not
talk
an-
about
Yeah,
something.
it's-
I don't think it's.
Oh
on
no,
something.
it's just create a new page.
Yeah.
Fuck's
Alright,
sake.
well, while you're doing that, let's
That's
talk.
gonna be cringe if people get a notification that's like Cameron invites you to use Sarah.
Do you reckon
Hart."
Oh,
your
mate,
even
yeah.
if you logged in, would your old messages still even be there?
Oh, I'd love to see. Oh,
Mate,
I want to
You
know.
didn't save it.
everybody would chat to one girl and he'd send like 8 messages and you'd be like, oh, who's this? And you definitely know who the fuck it was. Like,
Yeah.
Yo,
Some-
do you remember? Right, do you remember your first kiss?
Yes. Oh my.
I want to hear Cam's first.
Yeah, go on then.
I don't think I remember.
Come on,
There was
everyone
this-
knows that first.
There was
kiss.
there was this girl in primary school that, like, there we
Primary?
were. I can't remember if we were girlfriend or boyfriend or not. Like, you know when you're like really good mates with a girl,
Yeah.
and like the lines start to get blurred, but you're really young, so you don't know if.
Yeah, you didn't know what
I
it
can't
was.
remember if like at some point we like one of us asked each other out or not. So it might have been her, but
Did you
I
ask
can't-
him by paper? Did you write it down? Like,
Will you go
pass
out
this-
with me?
Yeah, pass it to their friend.
Yeah,
Give this to
pass
her.
it.
Yo,
Leave.
Chad, pass
Yeah.
that to whatever her name is.
That was a good. That was
Little
a good technique
paper
back in the day.
aeroplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit her back of the head. She's like, what? You're like, it's like that Harry Potter scene
No.
where they do it to Malfoy or whatever.
I legit, I did just remember mine, bro. I was on holiday in Greece back in like what, 2004, 5, a long time ago, yeah. And I remember like we were at this place and the hotel place, and then there was this girl, and I'm not even lying, bro. Like, I have the photo. I'm pretty convinced it was Selena Gomez.
Oh, this story.
I have the exact.
He's
I have
told
the,
me this
I have
a
the
lot.
photo of her, and I'm not even lying to you. She looks exactly like Selena Gomez. Like,
Should we overlay the
this
photo?
is me. No, don't use that.
Yeah, because we say like, let us know if you're here. Maybe, I don't know.
I'll see if I get the photo later. I'll see.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not even lying to you. Like, I'm pretty convinced it's Selena. I think Selena might be a few years older though. But listen, anyways, we were at.
She's American.
She's like Hispanic, right?
Yeah, but she had American accent.
Yeah. This girl was like American Hispanic, like
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So it was that kind of culture or whatever. Anyways, I'm there, right? I'm in Greece. I'm obviously young as hell, and I'm kind of feeling this girl, man. Like I'm like, yo, like she's kind of cool, and then she was liking me as well. And I remember like it was weird. Like we got on so well. Like she got on with my family. Like it was almost like we'd been friends for years.
Perfect.
It was honestly, yeah. Like they'll go shopping with us and all that kind of shit. And then I remember one day we're at the pool and I didn't think I could swim at the time. Like so I was kind of like on the edge of the pool, just chilling. And I remember like we kind of just leaned in for like a little smooch. You know what I'm saying? A little kiss.
Was it a proper kiss?
It was a shit
Was it a
kiss.
peck?
Honestly, no, it was a kiss on the lips, but you knew it. You're shit.
But was it like a "Nah"?
No, it was more of it was an attempt of a snog.
Was
It
it?
was trash. You know,
How old were you?
Probably like 5.
Oh,
It was
really?
long, yeah, even like 4 or
Wow.
5. I
Were
was probably
you the
5 years old, I would say.
Were
But
you
then,
the one who engaged it, or was she the one?
No,
who
we
was
kinda
like,
just both
"Come here,
did it."
shawty"?
we kind of just both did it. It was weird. Like we were both at the pool, like, and we just kind of did it. And
Did it?
and I remember like, it always like kind of stopped me for years because I was thinking to myself like, because we were definitely like the same age at the time. So right now, I really wonder what she's like now.
She's
Because
doing, yeah.
I'm dead ass.
Colorado?
But I'll be real with you. Like, she honestly was like, it's really weird how much she looked like Selena Gomez. It's fucking weird. Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know if I got in there before JB. That's my boy in it, but I don't know, man. Like,
Imagine, bro.
shit, man. Like, It was crazy. I might have her name on that actual picture I have, so I'll look. I don't think it was Selena. I think it might have been like Frankie.
So it wasn't Selena Gomez.
Is Selena Gomez even a real name? Or
Yeah,
a stage name?
it could be.
But anyways, like, shit, man. That was my first kiss, and that's when I turned in. That's when I knew. That's
You
when I knew.
knew you were
I
a
was
man
in it-
of
I was in it
a
for the
ladies'
long run.
man.
I was in it for the long run, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you guys the first time I kissed a girl.
Right.
I was actually a bit older. I was 14, and went to. It might have been 15 actually. I went to my first ever house party. It was in the summer. I was probably I was like year 10.
What were you drinking?
Thatcher's Gold. Had a 4-pack.
Classic.
yeah.
Oh, I only needed
That's
2
the
and I
go-
was smashed.
That's the go-to.
Two
Yeah,
is all-
yeah.
2 is all I needed, and I was absolutely gone because I'd never drank properly before. And it was like lots of girls, lots of guys, all in the same sort of year in the school. We were in the garden. It was
Couple
in the
olders as
summer.
well.
No,
There's
it
always
was
a couple older
well.
ones in the
Her
party.
dad was hanging about
Oh
somewhere.
yeah.
But yeah, we were all just like chilling in the garden, drinking, having a good time. Summer of 2016, probably.
Did you have your backpack on as well?
I brought my backpack, my
Oh,
drinks in the
yeah,
backpack. Yeah.
Classic look.
Yeah, and I was
Shirt rolled up in the side.
yeah, literally up to like here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were playing like Truth or Dare in a little circle, and someone was like,
Dare you to kiss him.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was this girl. I won't say her second name, but there was a girl called Katie. I remember, and we were all kind of mates and all that. And she was like, one of them in the circle was like, I dare. We were doing spin the bottle, but you'd have to do a dare or a truth, whatever. When it landed on you, it landed on me. And then it was like, or it landed on her, and one either way, and it was like, I dare you to kiss them.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right then. And in my head, I was like, fuck, I want to,
No.
but I'm so nervous.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
at first, I was like, no. And they were like, go on.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, I've never kissed a girl, I'm gonna fuck it
yeah.
up. So I was shitting myself that I was gonna fuck it up.
Right.
And they
It's
were
quite
go
hard.
on. And I just went, I was a bit drunk, so I was like, let's just go for it. So I went in. And I turned my head because that's how I saw it in the movies. I turned my head properly, like 90 degrees to the left. And then I went, she went to kiss me, and I went to kiss her, and then like her lip got like sucked into my mouth like this. I was like, I accidentally like sucked her lip like that into my mouth,
shit.
and I was like, oh my god, and I just let go completely, and I was like, no, I can't, and it was so embarrassing.
You know what would be more awkward though? Imagine, you know when like it will land on a girl and she'd be like, and all the girls would be like, oh, I dare you to kiss him. She says, oh, no, I don't. No, I don't want to.
He's just my friend.
That would hurt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you in your head would be like, yes, and then she'd be like, nah.
Yeah. You're there like, yeah, baby, let's go.
And then it just hit you. You go, oh,
And then she's like, no, I don't want to do that.
you can't do this to me.
Right, yeah.
How much I sacrificed.
Only Norman.
yeah.
Yo.
I was gonna say that, and then I didn't kiss anyone again for like a whole another year when I was like
Yeah.
16, and that was with I'll blur the name, but that was with. And I remember we were like kind of getting together, and I was watching videos of like how to kiss a girl. I was shitting myself for our first
YouTube
kiss.
pranks like
You-
kissing a girl in
yeah.
public.
I was
Yeah.
I was looking up like kept watching these Q&A videos of people like, when was when your first kiss, blah
Yeah.
blah. I was honestly shitting myself. I was like, I'm gonna fuck it up. Oh my god. And then because I knew she'd had sex already, so I hadn't done barely anything.
Yeah.
So then I think she'd had sex already, like only once I
Damn.
think, but still
Only
only one time. But
Only
then
start.
we walked home. It was the summer. We walked home together. Instead of getting the bus, we were like, let's walk home together. We had a little romantic walk home. We were flirting, pushing each other
Aww.
around. And then in my head, though, I was shitting myself. We got back to where we live, and before I walked her home, I was like, she wants to sit in the park for a bit. So she knows it's going to be the first kiss. I know. We both know. We get to the park. We sit on the
In your head,
bench.
you're thinking all scenarios. Yeah.
We get on the bench and we're talking. It's a bit like those feelings are there. It's a little bit nervous, like ooh. And she's like,
You did
looks
that
at-
thing where you're like, oh, what?
yeah, I was like, so I did that. I send you her. I go, so what do you want to do? I go,
I do now.
And then
yeah. She's like, I don't know. What do you want to do?
You're like, wait, whoa.
Yeah, when you're nervous, you're
Oh.
like you lean in a little bit. You're like, wait, what? And then I'm like, what do you want to
You're
do?
like a centimetre away.
I say it again for
Bruh.
no reason. I go, what do you want to do?
God, you're abused. You done that before. Don't lie. Oh.
Yeah, and I go,
Wait, what?
wait, what?
Yeah.
go, wait, what were you gonna say?
Yeah,
I go, wait, what were you gonna say? And she go, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I go, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do? I kept saying
But
it.
it's even better when you're faded, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
No, when you mean it in a flirty way, it's fun.
Yeah.
But when you're so nervous,
and you go,
Yeah.
I didn't mind.
she's like, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind. She'll say, and I'll go, oh.
Yeah.
And then this old
I
man.
laughed though.
I did a nervous laugh, and she was like, "Ee," and then I remember this old man like was walking up, and I didn't want to kiss her in front of this old man, so I was like, wait. Let's go round. There was this big sort of you know, like shipping crate things.
Yeah.
It was just
container.
big one in the
Yeah.
park. And I was like, oh, let's go behind here because there's that man. He's looking. He obviously wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but I was like, he's looking, and she was like, oh,
You're
all right.
paranoid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just so nervous, so embarrassed. I couldn't let any outside
Wait,
things
wait, what?
interfere.
He's looking like.
Yeah. And then we went round the back.
Let's see the pose that you.
So we ran the back. We stood with each other. I had my hands on like
You
on a
probably had the
waist.
school shot on like that as well.
Yeah, but it was rolled up like
Yeah.
tie. I had my hands like on her waist like that, and we stood with each other. And then I was like, all right, let me kiss you,
On
whatever.
our waist.
I lean in. I'm like, let me
girl.
kiss you. And that felt so gay.
Yeah.
And then I leaned in, and we kissed for a split second, and then I was like, in my head, I was like, shit, I fucked it up.
What
So
does
I
he
pulled
now?
away.
What does he now? Yeah.
I was like, I fucked it up. So I pulled away after like literally a split second where I was about to fuck it up. I wasn't, but I was just too nervous. I thought I was going to. I pulled away. And
You
she was
rubbernecked,
and she was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, oh, I just feel like this isn't the right time right now.
Oh,
Like
you were
I was like,
breaking it,
I was like,
yeah.
we're going to this party on Friday night. Like that could be a perfect place for it properly.
Yeah.
So then on Friday night I was fucked, and then we just started going for it, and that was the first time I properly kissed her on this party. And we were just getting off all night. And then we actually accelerated things really quickly, and we went upstairs, and I had my first ever, didn't have sex, but my first ever sexual experience. Yeah.
My hand job, what was it?
Nah, it was that.
Blowjob?
Yeah. And that was the first ever thing I did when I was 16, and I was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever. And then I didn't lose my virginity for like a whole year after that, and I got really sexually frustrated because it's like when I was given it, and then it was like I was pulled away and I couldn't get it again for ages.
But you know what, dude? Like, it reminds me because I remember like the first time I went to a house party and I had my first like sexual experience. Like I went to like this.
He was at a party as well, was it?
Yeah, I went to a house party and I was with obviously my boy Big Joe. And,
What, with him, was it?
yeah, we went together and stuff. But like anyway, but we were there, right? And I remember I was there and I had my Thatchers.
Yeah, classic.
No, yeah, Thatchers Gold. No,
Was it haze?
No, it wasn't
Dark-
Thatchers. It was Strongbow.
Was it dark fruits?
Nah, dark fruit Strongbow. Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
fruits
yeah,
are
yeah.
classic when you're a
Yeah,
teenager.
so I had the dark fruits. Yeah,
WKD.
had a whole pack in my bag. Yeah, and I was sipping that all night. I think I've gone through about 3 cans. Yeah, I was waved, fam. I was waved. Yeah, I was feeling it, and I was saying to myself, you know what? Let me just grab another one. So I remember I had it. Yeah, I had it in my hand. And this girl like started talking to me, whatever, and having a little convo. So I made myself, I was looking at her. And you remember like Miley Cyrus, like 2013, she had that look like...
What? Not Miley Cyrus that we know.
Nah, not that Miley. But it was like this other Miley, yeah. You know how Miley Cyrus looked?
Miley.
You know how she looks in like bangers, like...
Hannah Montana?
No, like...
Bangs.
You know when she was like on the wrecking ball? That Miley's...
Yeah, with the short hair.
Yeah. There was
Oh.
a girl who looked exactly like that, and this is when Miley was like kind of like hot and stuff. I was thinking, I was looking at her like, damn, you look like Miley Cyrus. But anyway, like I'm thinking to myself, she's kind of good looking, she's kind of bad, and so I put my drink down, yeah. And I go and talk to my friend real quick. I'm like, look, I'll be back in a second. I go over to my mate and be like, yo, do you know who this girl like? Do you know who she is? I'm trying to work out who she is, yeah. Speak to my boy.
She come from your school or
Yeah.
anything?
Nah, I didn't know her. It was a different. There was different school there.
Yeah.
We had our lot, then there was a different school.
Yeah.
So I went. When I was like, my mate was like, nah, I don't know. So I was like, whatever. So I went back to the where I was sitting. My drink's gone. I'm looking at what? I'm thinking to myself, and obviously like I'm waved at this point. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? And at that point, you just think these miles is gone.
Were you doing this?
Yeah. And a normal person would just be like, oh fuck it, I was going to get another one in my bag. But obviously I'm that waved. I'm thinking to myself,
Where's my
I need
drink?
to fucking get this drink. Like, where is it? Yeah. I'm like a crackhead. I'm
You
like,
were
where is
searching
it?
around.
So I'm there looking for it, like high and low. And I accidentally bump into someone while I'm looking for it. And I look up, it's that girl. And I look in her hand, she's holding my strongbow. I'm looking at her, I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Did you go, why have you got my drink?
I'm like, you son of a gun. Nah,
Golly.
I'm looking at her like, bitch, she took my shit. I legit, I'm about to lose my shit at her. I'm like, what are you doing? I said that to her, like, why are you taking my drink? It's not even a big deal, but I'm waved, yeah.
Yeah.
So I take my drink back. I'm like, what? Like, just get on my side, man. Fuck, man. So I go back with the boys, yeah. I'm pissed off at this
poor
point.
girl.
I'm thinking, what are you doing, man? Anyway, she drank half my shit, yeah. I'm like, fuck, I don't even want it now.
She just fancied you.
So I go to get another one at my bag, yeah. I'm like, fuck. And then...
Where was the backpack? Was it under the bed, like upstairs or something?
Nah, my backpack was like, it's in like a little corridor place.
It was hidden away though,
We
so
were
you
outside
get
at
your
this
drinks.
point, so I go back to where my bag is. And as I'm going into my bag, I hear someone walking, I turn around, it's her. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, what? And she's like, oh, I just wanted to apologise. She grabs my hand, I'm like, wait, what? Like, huh? And she's like, I just want to apologise. And then she like leans in, I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm like stuttering, yeah. I'm like, what?
I can just imagine it.
And obviously we start kissing, yeah. But in my head, I'm still kind of annoyed that she drank my drink. I'm like, wait, like, why?
Quickly got over it, I bet.
So we stopped the kiss. I'm like, so why did you drink my drink? Like, she's like, oh, like, don't worry about that. Like, come with me. And we're like, so I'm like,
how old are you?
I'm at 15, 16.
Yeah.
Oh, probably turning 16 in the point. But I'm at this. So we go to this it's in the garden, but it's quite a big garden. It's a fucking like broke down Jeep in the garden, and like it's just there, like broken up. You know, it's like not working. And we go behind this Jeep, yeah, and she's like untying like my belt and shit and stuff like that.
Was your heart racing?
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm not like, I've never done this shit before. Like, I'm kind of nervous still, like, and so like, obviously I'm hard and shit, but I'm just nervous. And like, she pulls my shit down and she like starts getting to work. Do you know what I'm saying? She's getting to work and stuff. But you know what's annoying is, yeah, like, as I was like reaching like the point, yeah, you know, that climax, right? Fucking Joe and all the rest of them come out, yeah.
You didn't come as they were coming in, did you?
With their phones, yeah. Like, oh, Luke, like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, filming shit. Like, this is like peak
2016
time.
shit, yeah.
You know what I
did
mean?
you come on camera?
Nah, I didn't get to come because you...
I thought you were going to go like, they came in or something.
I didn't get to come because, like, they... All like, with like 20 of them, they come around the corner with their phones.
It's the worst. That happened to me once.
And I had to like, I was like, oh shit, like, and like, we kind of just like, after that, like, we didn't like continue, we just continued kissing after that. But like, I never got to like, I never really like got like the full experience, but I was
still
like,
got a good experience.
Yeah, I still had a good one, yeah.
I bet the day after you were so gassed. I bet you were like, yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty, but loads of people got laid that night. Like,
did they?
Yeah, behind that Jeep. But like, yeah, man, like that was a crazy party, bro. One of the best parties I've ever gone to today. Shout out my boy Charles for that party as well. What a day.
Bring it back.
What a time, man.
Do you know who she is now? Or we never found out?
No, I have her on Facebook and shit, but I've never spoke to her after
Facebook?
that. Yeah, that's how long ago it was. I never spoke to her since then.
So, do you remember that night? On the 24th of
The night we
June?
met.
It was the summer of August, yeah.
To the night we
But yeah, man, it's good times, man. How times have changed.
You never know. You could rekindle the love.
Hell no,
Yeah.
man.
She'll say,
she can
"Darling."
bring back. You should dress the same, and she can bring back like Miley Cyrus look.
Yo, you know what?
Yeah.
I actually have a photo of that night.
Yeah.
I'll quickly show you.
Please show it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
show you the photo.
5
I'll show you the
years
photo.
since we met.
Yeah, I think everyone's had experiences like that in their life, like teenage parties.
I look like shit, man. I got this hat on. I just
Did you have a snapback on?
Yeah.
Oh, snapbacks. I used to
I
wear
had
that all the
this
time.
rubbish chain on, which I think I nicked. Yo, you're gonna laugh at this photo, bro.
Bro, it's
I
5.
hope so.
Shit, Luke, it's 5-4, my guy.
Yeah, we got a bounce.
Alright, we'll wrap it. We'll show the photo, we'll wrap it up.
Hell yeah.
Wrap it and tap it.
That's right, we went for an hour and a half. Longer than I thought.
It's no longer Roy's Law, it's hashtag wrap it and tap it.
Yeah. Roy's Law, baby. You know that.
Love
shit.
is love.
Love is life.
I bet.
Straight
I
love.
bet.
Love is true, and you know when love is true, and you know when love is
How
true
much
because
money-
you know when you know, and when you meet them,
Your blood
and you
runs
know
hot.
the love is true.
How much money?
Now,
is-
realistically, if you know you love someone straight up, then it's true.
Yo, how much money is the condom business making today, do you reckon?
Did you know
Billions.
the first condom
reckon?
was made
Yeah.
by Goodyear tyres?
Yeah, I think I heard about that. Maybe that rings some sort of a bell to me.
What, how much?
That's one of the random facts that I talk about quite often, to be fair. Like,
Yo,
Did you
yeah,
know that
that's-
condoms were made by
that's my pickup line.
Michelin man?
Do you
That's my
reckon it's the
pickup
biggest
line,
year? Do you
bruh.
reckon it's the biggest year like of like sales for them?
Valentine's Day would be one of the biggest days.
Did you know in
Yeah,
in, like,
definitely.
in like war times, yeah, in the Second World War, the condom companies were forced into selling a pack, but one in the pack would have a hole in it, so that they try and increase the number of births happening.
Nah, that's unethical.
Especially after the war, like
That
they
is
lost
bad.
like, quite a lot of people.
That's
that's what
terrible.
it's for, was to like rebalance the population to get they were producing condoms.
That is
where
tragic.
you'd
I
buy
just
a
wanna
pack
use
of
it.
8 or whatever. 7 of them would be like normal, and then the 8th one would have holes in it. in
That's
hopes
so
that, like,
bad. It's
Oh,
terrible.
guys, you know what? I've got so many photos on my phone. I don't think I'm ever
Harry
gonna
as
find
a
it.
child.
Just try and find something similar, you know, to try and convey what you were like back then, you know.
I've got to have it somewhere.
Is there anything to convey the way you looked and were?
I was gonna ask, what's your guys' thoughts on children? But you already have a child. You have a lovely ginger boy.
What?
Listen,
You have a ginger boy as your child, don't
I've got a
you?
million kids.
No
guys.
idea what he's on
Ben.
about. So apparently Ben Mills is my son.
Ben Mills is your son.
What
What
do you mean-
else would you have
what do you
his
mean,
photo
though?
up in your house?
Oh yeah,
Would you-
I have a photo of him on the wall.
What do you mean?
As a
What's
joke.
our thoughts on kids? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Would
I'll
you
never.
have-
Well,
would
no,
you
I
have
will
a
one
kid
day.
when you're older?
Just not.
Oh,
Yeah, when I'm like
yeah.
30 plus, I need to, you know, you gotta, firstly enjoy your 20s. You gotta work hard in your 20s so that you can be able to provide for a family. You know, you gotta do all this. You gotta find the right one first,
Listen,
and you gotta have a few years with that person to know if they're right for to have
Right.
kids with as well. All that stuff.
ain't no way we're having kids right now, man.
No,
way.
no.
In-
10 years at least.
If we're smashing, bro, you'll have.
I want to enjoy a relationship with a. I want to enjoy my time with the girl before we have a child. You know what I mean? That's something
But
you won't get back once
Here's
you.
the thing, like, if we're smashing, yeah, like we got you. If we're smashing,
I love what you do.
you
That's
got
funny.
you got to eat a Plan B for breakfast, baby. Like, trust me, like I ain't trying to have a baby with you. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I ain't taking no chances. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be
Like,
careful.
even if you know what I mean. Like you're having you gotta take one because I'm not taking any chances.
You don't want to take one for the
Yeah.
team.
Honestly, I don't think like.
I have to pay for
I-
that shit as well.
Part of me is like, I don't think children are in the books for me. Like,
Yeah, but your opinion will change over.
Like-
In 10 years, you're gonna be a different person. You know. What I
yeah,
mean?
I could see it possibly changing, but like,
Why do you think
I
that?
just found this photo of Harry.
Is that me? When I'm 18 or 7, that's probably when I'm 17.
I don't know.
You would be 19. I was 17.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that is, Karen?
I just feel like, I don't know, they're a big responsibility. That's a long, it's like span of time to like.
Yeah, but you'll miss out on
provide
so
for a
much if you
child
don't.
And, like,
Yeah, but think about when they grow up and you'll be a granddad and you have all these amazing memories.
I think
like-
28's a good age to start having kids and babies.
Yeah, like late 20. I mean, if you're talking about it like biologically. Oh, gross. Show it to camera. It's me when I was 17, 18, something like that.
Gussie, what a lad.
Going
I was going to say, like, biologically, just based off instinct and the way we grow,
Well,
it's
it's
actually
just-
good to have a kid when you're like
Yeah.
18,
when you're,
20.
when you're most fertile.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, if you're talking about it, like, you know, the healthy thing to do, the most safe and sound thing to do, you know, you want to wait till you've got money, you want to wait until you're
Well, that's
grown
what
as a person, because you're still very much a child when you're like 18.
Well, that's what grandma and granddad pretty much did. Have kids when I like.
Well,
16,
young,
17, innit?
the
Yeah.
older generations, they would get married and have kids so much
Yeah.
sooner. But I think
It
it's
was
good.
expected of them.
I think these days it's a lot better that you have more of a choice because, like, you know, I think
Especially
I'm not like, yeah, I'm a lot more mature than I was when I was 18, but I've got a lot more learning to do before I can have a child. I've got a lot more money to make as well, and you know, I've got to meet the right person first.
I think the pressure on women as well. Like they're kind of expected to like kind of bring a kid into the world. You know what I mean? Because
I mean, I guess it depends on the people that are around,
yeah.
but yeah, some people do. Yeah.
I suppose, like, you know, you're kind of like, the weird thing is about girls as well, they're kind of like almost, you know, when they're like 4 or 5 years old, they're always like pushing like prams around, like pretending to be mums.
It's a
Like, it's like a
psychological
psychological thing in
yeah.
society where like
But you could also
girls are pushed to be mothers like such a
Yeah,
young age.
yeah.
It's like, it's normal, you know what I mean? Like, when have you not seen a little girl pushing a pram around?
or carrying a little baby
You know, yeah, exactly.
dolly. But
And they
I
grow up
agree
to-
with what
you know
you're
I mean?
saying.
They grow up in that with that motherly instinct.
But you've
whatever,
also got
like-
to think though. It could be what you're saying. It probably is a psychological thing.
Yeah,
But at the
from
same
society, yeah.
at the same time, do our
Sociological
our,
thing, you would say, actually.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But like also it could be the reason girls play with prams and dolls is because they are female and naturally as females they have the
Motherly instinct.
if even from a tiny age like they
Yeah.
still have a little bit of that about them. So it's probably a mix. They are into that naturally as females, so they play with these dolls, these prams.
Yeah.
But that also, doing that so much at a young age, also imprints on their minds that is something they also want when they get older. It's probably a mix.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think that's why, you don't really see boys or whatever like playing with that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like
Hot Wheels and guns.
Yeah, even with like toy,
Yeah.
even with like toy sets. Like when it comes to like a lot of girl toy sets are to do with like it's quite sexist, but like the kid like you cooking like you know what I mean. You can get them like you can make like a fake oven and like it's like
I know them,
you know what I mean. A lot of toys
Remember.
like send it towards like girls like either bringing up babies or like being a good cook or whatever or wife. Do you know what I mean? It's like
And even Barbies and stuff, you
Yeah.
look at the Barbies and the Barbies are dressed up to be just like the standard sort of girl
Yeah, like slim
that
and-
like will do anything Ken wants,
Yeah.
Barbie will do anything Ken wants and stuff, which I don't really know. That's not as much of an extreme because at the end of the day that is just a doll of a girl, but
Yeah.
like it could be, who knows?
I think I think it's like in a modern day society there's a lot of like men have I do believe men have their roles and women have their roles like in society. I don't believe in
But
like,
you can break those roles if you choose to do
yeah,
so.
if you choose to, yeah.
I think
I just don't think like some people will be like because there's certain things men can't do and there's certain things women can't do. Just get over it. It's facts.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can't give birth. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or like have a fucking uterus. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like there's certain things like people have roles like certain genders have their own specific roles to carry out. Do you know what I mean? It's not a bad
and
thing.
it's evolution.
But the woke society
yeah.
ain't fucking with that.
Well, that's the thing. I think, like not instinctively, but like we evolved to have one gender and another gender to, back in like the caveman times, the man had more, was more physically adept to be able to, hunt and
protect.
provide for the woman, which would then look after the child and keep the child safe. And the man would hunt, bring food for the family. Like, that is the way we've evolved. And you see it in animals. You see it in many different species of animals.
That's not to say that the mold can be broken.
Well, that's what I was leading into. Yeah, like, naturally we are instinctively... men instinctively have things that women do not. And women instinctively have things that men do not. But, as an evolved species that we are now, where we can... we are more conscious and aware of who we are and what we can do... women can now do a lot of things that men can do, and men can do a lot of things that women can do now that we are, we have evolved as a species to that, not evolved, but, I'd say more mentally evolved to the point where we can then break the mold, as
But
you
the thing
say.
is as well, like, if we were, like, imagine like, if tomorrow we went back to a period like the world, like, basically ended, there was, like, very little humanity left or whatever, we would revolt. We'll go back. We'll go straight back to those times because we're in a position where the men will probably be like the dominant kind of like force to like, and then you know what I mean. And,
I know what you're saying.
And the cycle will just carry on. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not like, but you see that cycle in like a lot of things, like in a lot of species, whatever. Like even though like lions are like, or male lions are like the fiercest and the strongest, like the women in the sense are kind of like the strongest and the fiercest because they have that kind of they'll like kill a male lion as a pack. Do you know what I mean? Whereas
they have that protection over their children,
exactly,
that instinct. Yeah.
Exactly, and I do think in some ways like women are like they are kind of I would say like the key factor of the humans, because if you think about it, everything relates to Mother Nature, right? We always talk about Mother Nature this and Mother Nature that, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like girls need their flowers, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't be here without a woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they brought us into this world.
Yeah.
And they will continue
a lot of
to.
religions as well, like put like or the creator of the world as a woman.
Really?
Obviously, a woman
birthed it into
births
the universe.
Yeah, because it would make sense in a sense, like because women birth life, right? You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of religions, I don't know, but a lot of religions go to that kind of thing, like their lord or whatever.
Depict
God
it as a
woman.
like goddesses and Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and yeah, you see a lot of goddess of love, goddess of,
Right,
of fertility and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
God of
And,
fertility, yeah.
and all that stuff. And just go, one more thing I will say, just
You
when...
gotta hit my line, by the way, God of fertility.
yeah, but one thing I was just going to
Saying.
lead into with what you were saying about the if we went back in time, or if the world somehow went mad and we had to go back without technology, it would
Yeah.
revert. I think the reason it would is because it would go back to those primal needs.
Yeah.
Where, like, we do need the strongest to
Survival
go out
needs,
and
yeah.
hunt, and the men, in most cases, are going to be the strongest to do that.
Right.
And then when women do have...
Physically adapt.
And then, and then when women do give birth to keep the human race going because there was a war or people died, whatever, they need to be there for their child.
Right.
So it would revert back to that. I think because now we're in a society where, you know, you don't have to rely on these things as much as you did, that gives you more freedom to go about and do the things you want, I think.
That's a good
You
point.
got anything to say about
That's a
that,
good
Cam?
point to end on, I reckon.
I love
Yeah.
it.
You love it. Love that. Love that from you.
Aye.
I love women.
That was a good episode. I really enjoyed
Yeah, we
that.
love-
You know, the episode of love. The
Yeah.
Valentine's special. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
You don't get
You
this
don't
every
get
day.
this every day, but you do get it once a year.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button, the subscribe button, all that stuff. You can also on
Share a
TikTok.
little love.
Share a little love. I think that's a song, isn't it? Little bit of love. I don't know. But take this rose from me. This is for you.
Yeah, this is
I,
for you.
I like you a lot. Yeah.
Drop your
Credentials below.
Yeah.
Can't jump.
Amore.
wife credentials.
Yeah. Drop your if you like me, just let me know, right?
Yeah.
If you like, if whoever wrote the card for Cam, let him know, right?
Put them L's in the comments. For my
Nah, those dubs. Those dubs.
Alright,
Anyway,
let's
anyway, listen on Spotify, do that stuff. The links for everything is in the description.
Yo, Cam,
We will see you
got to bounce
again
quickly, bro.
soon.
Yeah.
Peace out. Love you all. Bye bye.
Ciao bella.